Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of Rams TV. We've made the trip down to Boca Raton, Florida for this varsity football matchup. Your Rams taking on the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. It was a rainy night a little while ago, but the weather has cleared up. We still have some scary clouds in the sky, but it looks to be a good football matchup here. Your John Carroll Rams looking to get back or looking to get another win in the win column here on Friday night. We thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities. Richard Thomas here will be with you all evening long. We'll also have your John Carroll school principal, Ben Hopper, will be joining us on the broadcast. A lot of people starting to trickle their way into the stadium a little late, but we're excited to have Coach Hopper on our broadcast tonight of Rams TV. So they've already had the captains out on the field. They've done the coin toss. And John Carroll, if I'm not mistaken, won the toss, elected to defer till the second half. So your Rams will be kicking off to start this football matchup against the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. So varsity football action here again on Rams TV. Thanks for watching. And a nice kickoff, and it's going to sail into the end zone for a touchback. So Pope John Paul II will take over first and 10 from the 20-yard line. And I do ask that you bear with me for a little bit. Unfortunately, we've had a hard time getting rosters for the team, so I'll be calling out numbers throughout the game. As the John Carroll defense now on the field. Pope John Paul breaks the huddle. They spread John Carroll out wide. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. 2 to the bottom. Quarterback in the shotgun. 1 in motion. They're going to go with the run left side. He has blockers ahead of him, but good penetration from the Rams defense there, number 7.
On the carry.
And it looks like it's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on the play there. Good pursuit by the John Carroll defense. Good penetration. And we get the tackle in the backfield. So a good start to this football matchup. It looks to be a tight matchup. Unfortunately, as you saw last week, John Carroll losing to the Benjamin School, but Pope John Paul II, a team that beat the Benjamin School. So we're looking for a good matchup here. 2 quality teams now on the field. Pope John Paul breaks the huddle. 2 backs will go in the backfield. 1 goes in the motion right side. They go with the run right side. But again, more penetration from the Rams defense. And another tackle for a loss, about 3 yards on that play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and a mile now for Pope John Paul II. So the defense has come out with some fight here to open up this game. A little excitement there. So 3rd down here. You don't want to have a letdown if you're the John Carroll defense, as the offense of Pope John Paul II breaks the huddle. 1 back will actually, they'll split 1 wide receiver tight. The quarterback by himself in the shotgun. He drops back. They go with the bubble right side. Breaks it, a tackle, a couple of tackles, and he's going to come all the way back to the opposite side. He has blockers ahead of him, and they pull him down. So good pursuit after it looked like the Eagles player might run back around the opposite side. A decent gain on the play, but it'll bring up about 4th down and 7 yards. And by all indications, Pope John Paul II will be punting to start their opening series. So a good series there to start the game for John Carroll. Good snap and a decent punt. And it's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it.
Chochi on the punt to the Rams' 42-yard line, where the Rams will take over 1st down at their own 42-yard line.
And it looks like John Carroll will take over 42, 43-yard line there. 1st and 10, John Carroll. So the defense came out nice and strong. We'll see what the offense can do now to start at the start of their first series. They're going to come out in their standard set. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom, 1 back in the backfield. Want to go into motion left side. They hand it to him. Has to break a couple of tackles. Penalty flags on the play. Maybe holding. That's definitely in the area of holding.
Number 17 and for the Rams on the carry. Loss of yardage, but there is a flag on the play.
And we'll find the official and see what the official call will be.
Holding against the Rams.
So the call on the field is holding. And as they mark off the penalty, I'd like to welcome in John Carroll Principal Ben Hopper. Coach, a little rainy there. Everybody kind of getting in a little late, but thanks for joining the broadcast today. We saw the defense come out strong, and we have a penalty here as the offense breaks the huddle here on first down and a mile. Quarterback hands out. He tries to bounce it out. Has some room out to the right side, and he'll go out of bounds. Be a gain of about 4 yards. So, Coach Hopper, what are you looking for out of this football matchup today?
Well, I think the team has had some good wins here recently, and hopefully we'll
Pick up of
continue that
about
roll from last
5.
week.
It'll be
Kids have prepared well this week, and despite
second
the
and
weather, we'll
17.
hopefully overcome that and play strong.
So it'll be second down and about 15. We'll go ahead and call it 17 here. John Carroll again breaks the huddle with one back in the backfield. Rolls out to the left side. Block picked up nicely. Wide receiver open. And he catches it, I think, before I guess I'm going off the fans on the opposite side. It looks like he did catch it.
Yes.
And it'll be third down and about 6 yards there on that play. So good pass play, rolling out to the left side, finds his wide receiver open. So a manageable third down now.
Good over-the-shoulder catch by Edwin Thomas there.
So third down now. And a good hard snap count from the quarterback. All indications will be offsides on the defense. And again, makes that third down now, about third and about 2 yards to go.
Definitely a big plus for the
5-yard
offense.
Penalty on the Eagles.
Fourth and short,
Bring up
actually.
a 3rd and 1 for the Rams.
Correction, third and short.
So third down now, 1 yard to gain. And John Carroll coming out in a strong formation there. One fullback in the backfield. And the quarterback keeping it by himself, and it looks like he's got forward progress. And that one will be enough for a Rams first down.
Tackle made by
We'll wait for the
Eagles.
official call. But we saw the big boys come in for that play.
Yeah, that was a nice push from the offensive line. Waiting for that signal, but
And there it is, first down Rams.
With the Eagles, 47-yard line.
So Rams now with first down. They just got over the 50-yard line, so now in the territory of the Eagles. They'll go ahead and split wide receivers, 2 to the left and right. One back will go in the backfield. Quarterback drops back to pass. Pump fakes, got to get that ball away, and he'll go down for a sack, Coach. It looks like he looked out to the left side, didn't see his wide receiver, and double clutched on that one.
yeah, not enough time given to him by the offensive line, but
For a loss of 4, it'll be 2nd and 14 for the Rams at their own 47-yard line.
So a loss of yards on the play. It'll be about 2nd down and 14 now for John Carroll. One back goes into the backfield. Here comes the snap. He drops back, looks right side, has a wide receiver behind the defense, and he catches it. And there was a little bit of contact there.
Flag on the play.
Maybe offensive pass interference.
looks like it. It was a nice catch by Tyler Lee there, but we'll wait and see what the flag is.
So the call is pass interference on the offense. And here we go again, 3rd down and long for John Carroll. And you don't like to see this. You get going in the right direction, and then penalties get you going in the opposite direction.
No, definitely not the direction you want to go.
15-yard penalty against the Rams. Interference.
And the big thing is with that offensive pass interference, it's a loss of down, so it's 3rd and long.
About 27.
So 3rd and about 27, just hearing the announcers say that. 3rd and 27 now for John Carroll. And got to go to the air again. Quarterback drops back. And he finds a screen and a couple of blockers over there. So gain of about 7 yards on the play. It'll bring up still
Tackle
second.
made by Smith and Heinz.
And then like 4th and close to 20, 25 yards. So all indications here is John Carroll will be punting the ball away.
Yeah, it was a completion to Connor Flaherty there. Nice little gain, but certainly not enough to do much damage, give us a little breathing room for the punt.
So a decent punt there. It'll drive all the way back. It'll get a John Carroll bounce there. And that one looks like it's going to go out of bounds right around the 15-yard line. So the Eagles will have 1st and 10 from close to the 15-yard line.
Tyler Lee with that nice sidestep rugby-style kick. Pushes the Eagles way back, which is good for the Rams.
So 7:33 left here in the first quarter as the Eagles of Pope John Paul II break the huddle. They have one wide receiver split to the top of your screen. And penetration there by the John Carroll defense, but he gets by the back, and the back looks like he might have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Only gained about a yard on the play, but again, good penetration by the John Carroll defense.
And a nice tackle there by number 81, Anthony Rahal.
For the Eagles on their own 16.
So 2nd down and 9 for John Carroll. Correction for the Eagles. 7 minutes now left here in the first quarter. They empty out again. They have a bunch formation to the bottom of your screen. They're going to motion one to the right side, and they're going to hand it off to him. Couple of blockers, but a good tackle there.
Carry made by number 4.
A decent gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and short for Pope John Paul II.
Getting that tackle there by number 22, Pierce Halloran.
Pickup of about 5. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Eagles.
Certainly a first down saving tackle there.
On the 24-yard line.
As Pope John Paul comes out of the huddle, they're going to send one wide receiver to the bottom of your screen and one to the top. A couple of backs in the backfield. And whistles and penalty flags on the field.
Flag on the play.
We'll look for the official and see what the official call is. It looked like there, Coach, that the quarterback wasn't even expecting the ball.
No, definitely a quick snap infraction or something on
False
that
start
offensive
by the
line.
Eagles, 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
So a false start penalty there. And penalties so far in this first quarter sort of hurting both teams going in the wrong direction after making positive gains. So 3rd down and about 7 for the Eagles here as they break the huddle with one back in the backfield. Quarterback takes his snap, looks for the pass, right side, has a man behind the defense, good catch. And Coach, you said a little while ago, a touchdown saving tackle there as the wide receiver was able to get behind the defense.
Yeah, he got behind number 4, Edwin Thomas there. And fortunately, Edwin's speed was able to catch up with that receiver and save that touchdown.
So a big gain there on 3rd down via the pass for the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. And they are now in the territory of John Carroll.
Pickup. Pass completion.
So we have a
46 yards.
Water break here in the first quarter, about 5:47 here. We thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Remember, archive footage available by going to FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. Again, that's FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. We do thank you for logging on and supporting our varsity football team here in Boca Raton, Florida, playing Pope John Paul II. So, Coach, good day, good week at the school.
Yes, it was a great week at the school. Nice to have another full week. Had a few shortened weeks due to the weather and other things, so nice to get a full week of school in.
Yeah, they don't have it, though. We need one, too.
So 1st and 10 now for the Eagles on the 35-yard line. They'll come out in more of their traditional set. One back offset to the right, one back completely behind the quarterback, and they're going to run it off tackle right side. Penetration by the John Carroll defense, tackled by a host of Rams on the play. It'll be a loss of a yard.
That was good penetration by the whole center there, the defensive line. Chris Valley got through there as well.
Griff on the carry, loss of about 2. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Eagles on the Rams' 36-yard line.
So 2nd down now for the Eagles. And they spread John Carroll out again. Looks for the bubble. Right side, but penetration there. Can he make the tackle?
Initial hit by Tyler Lee allows for a couple other Rams to get in there and make the tackle for another loss for the Eagles.
Coach, you like to see that, able to shed the block there, get there to the running back, and as you said, held him up and waited for the rest of the defense. They call that gang tackling, right?
That's right.
For the Eagles at the Rams' 39-yard line.
If I can't take you down, I'll hold you up for the rest of the team to get here, and that's exactly what happened there. Another loss on the play, and the defense so far, Coach, been playing absolutely solid.
That's right. I think it's a strong point right now for the Rams, and hopefully we'll keep that going here, looking at a 3rd down and long for the Eagles.
So 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back to pass, looks right side, and he finds a man, and it's going to be touchdown Eagles. Number 15 there, great pass there. And, Coach, we saw the John Carroll defender sort of diving out for it and just missing it, game of inches, and it's going to be touchdown Eagles.
Yeah, Austin Laswicki there on the coverage for the Rams. Just got a little separation from that Eagles wide receiver, and unfortunately for the Rams, that was just enough to get the touchdown there for the Pope John Paul Eagles.
39 yards.
Coach, you like to see situations there if you feel like you got beat, but you got a defender there. You almost rather take the pass interference there. And on that, when he sort of dive out, thought he might have had a shot at sort of deflecting the ball, but nonetheless, a good pass there from the Eagles, leading to a touchdown. Extra point now set. And the extra point is up and good. And with 3:49 left here in the first quarter, it's the Eagles of Pope John Paul II, 7, and your Rams 0. So, Coach, I think we got a little too excited there. We spoke about the defense sort of bending a little bit but not breaking, but caught in a sort of a mismatch there. The quarterback able to find the wide receiver sort of on a post route and able to get in there. So offense back on here. What do they have to do to sort of get this game locked back up at 7?
Well, I think we have to continue to get good push from the offensive line, maybe get a balanced attack with the running game as well as in the air, and keep the Eagles defense on their toes.
So we've seen progressive movement out of the John Carroll offense, but the penalties, both teams have sort of pushed them back and have them going in the opposite direction.
Certainly you don't want your positive gains on offense to be taken away by stupid penalties, so we hope we'll be a little smarter on that side of the ball in terms of the penalties.
So Eagles now set to kick. 2 back deep for the Rams. Decent kickoff, looks to be returnable. Lets it bounce, and he picks it up. Might have some blockers over here. This one might look good. He cuts it back up again, and a decent return there after he let it drop. And it looks like it'll be 1st and 10 now from about the 42-yard line. Excellent return there for John Carroll.
Excellent return for Edwin Thomas.
Rams brought the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Cut the field almost in half there, bring it to the 42-yard line. Be a great starting point for the Rams.
So John Carroll don't traditionally come out in the huddle. They come, look to the sideline for their cues. They'll go 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen, 2 backs in the backfield, and they're going to run it off to the left side. Running back bounces it up, and then he cuts it back right side. Cuts it up one more time, and he'll get tackled there around the 40-yard line. And, Coach, one run later, they go 40 to 40, and it's first down Rams in the territory of Pope John Paul II.
Another good display of speed by Edwin Thomas. Nice cuts there.
3:27 now. John Carroll comes out in the same formation. Drops back to pass, has a wide receiver open.
And number 3, Jordan Watkins, pass complete to number 17, Tyler Lee.
Tackle made by number
It's like
10,
an 8-yard gain.
Will Ginsley.
So it'll bring up second down now for John Carroll. Second down and about 2 yards to go. 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback drops the pass again. He has a block, 17 again. And it'll be a first down for John Carroll.
Completion to number 17.
So they go back to the quick hits there. Sort of a wide receiver screen type play, and it'll be a first down for John Carroll.
Same combination there with Watkins to Lee. Nice block on the outside there by number 7, Jeremy Moret. And good pickup for a first down for the Rams.
And a key note here, about 2 minutes into this second half, and John Carroll comes out with the run left side. Number 32 running over defenders, and this looks like to be another first down run for John Carroll, so the offense rolling right now.
Chris Valley with a nice strong run on that left side of the line.
Timeout.
Really holding it strong.
And it's Pope John Paul II who will call a timeout. Coaches trying to figure out what's happening. The offense of John Carroll has absolutely come alive on this drive.
Well, just as we said at the start of the drive, want to keep the Eagles' defense on their toes with a combination of both in the air and on the ground, and I think we've done that in this drive.
So this is the key to note here for a lot of people that didn't know. John Carroll, the new head coach in its first year, trying to get these guys sort of into this new way of playing football. And so far, we've seen good improvement week to week, and that's what you like to see, especially if you're a first-year coach.
Yeah, he's a first-year coach for us, but an experienced coach with an experienced coaching staff. And I think there's tremendous buy-in from the student athletes, and that shows in their week-to-week progress.
So out of the timeout, John Carroll comes out with 2 backs in the backfield. And they fake the run, and they're going to pass it, and he has a wide receiver and just overthrows him in the end zone. You'd hope that the field was maybe a few more yards longer there, as that one goes incomplete out of the back of the end zone.
Just over the hands there of Jeremy Moret.
Flag on the play.
But a nice little look. There is a flag on the play.
And
Holding
just as the offense was sort of getting to go in that right direction, it's a holding penalty that they get a loss of 10 yards on the play. So a lot to make up here. Second down and, first and 20 for John Carroll here. So let's see what the Rams come out. 1 back will go in the backfield, split to the right side of the quarterback. He drops back, looks for pass, has a couple of defenders. And again, Coach, the heat was on, and you'd like to see the quarterback at least get rid of the ball there. He held it again, and he gets another sack and more yards lost on the play.
Yeah, that's a big loss there. And just as we said, the positive steps forward, we've taken a few steps back here with a penalty and then a sack. So
at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
So a lot of work to do here with 1:50 left in the first quarter. John Carroll going in the wrong direction after a great drive to start. Quarterback drops back to pass, looks right side, and he just throws one up. Maybe a miscommunication there between the wide receiver and the quarterback, but several flags on the play. I'm not sure what it'll be.
Flag on the play.
And we'll find the official and see what the call is. And Finally, a penalty goes for John Carroll. It'll be pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a little miscommunication between Watkins and Lee on that route, but in fact, pass interference penalty against the Eagles may have held up that conclusion of the route.
So John Carroll getting a little lucky here. They'll replay. Actually, I guess that's in I saw the down markers switch to first down, so I guess it's an automatic first down on that. So
well, that's a tremendous break for the Rams.
An opportunity here for John Carroll to get going in the right direction. They come out with one back in the backfield, one back in motion. They sort of flip it to him, and penetration. Actually, he gets up a couple more times, and Coach, if you're a running back and you see that you're sort of dead to rights, you want to try to make a play, but there he kept going in the wrong direction, and you just want to go down and take the loss. A loss of maybe 4 turned into a loss of like 5 to 7 there on that play.
So that wide out Tyler Lee coming across there,
it'll be 2nd and 22,
trying to get a little too much, and in the end ends up costing the team a few more yards.
So again, 2nd and long now for John Carroll. And they look to run. Penetration by the Eagles again, Coach. The middle just absolutely stuffed. Nowhere to run for John Carroll. 3rd down.
No, draw attempt there with number 32, Chris Valley. Swallowed up pretty quickly there. So another 3rd and long for the Rams.
So 3rd down now for John Carroll. We're approaching about 30 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Quarterback drops back to pass. He looks right in the middle of the field and kind of throws that one behind his wide receiver, and it'll bring up 4th down now.
It'll bring up a 4th down for the Rams at the Eagles.
Yeah, Watkins' pass falls incomplete there to Jeremy Moret.
Tell your friends to follow us on Twitter for game updates. #BJPIIHS.
So 19 seconds. 19.4 seconds left here in this first quarter of action. And because of where John Carroll is on the field, you don't want to punt. You can't kick it, so they're going to go for it on 4th down here. Quarterback drops back to pass, and they look right side. They might have something, and it was intercepted, but he was out of bounds, so incomplete. And with 12.5 seconds left,
pass incomplete for the Rams. The
Pope John Paul II will take over on downs. First and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Again, friends,
so, Coach, again, offense looked really good. They started to move the ball, started to go in the wrong direction, got an awesome pass interference penalty that sort of reset the downs for them. 2 plays later, it's another loss of about 10 yards on the play, and you're forced to go it on 4th down, and now Pope John Paul II taking over here, 1st and 10 with about 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Quarterback drops back, and they go for the pass. And they're going to several penalty flags on the play. And a little bit of contact there. And, you know, one of the things you like to see out of your defensive backs, you want to squeeze to that sideline, but you want to sort of turn around, Coach. If he turns around, he might not have to make that contact. He can pick off that ball. But all indications are that it's going to be a pass interference on the defense, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty against the Rams, and it'll reset the downs. So it was already first down, but 8.2 seconds here, and you'd like to take a shot. They tried to go for it there, and we'll see what happens here.
Looks like our defenders are hanging nicely with the receivers, just getting that head around a little too late, causing that contact and ultimately that penalty.
The Eagles at their own 48-yard line.
So 2nd down now for the Eagles. Quarterback sends a back in motion right side. They fake it to him, sort of a counter in the backfield. Penetration by the Rams defense. Gain tackle again. Tackle for a loss.
McGriff on the carry,
as the whistle blows for the end of the first quarter. The defense still holding fairly strong in here, and as you said a little while ago, they've been sort of that shining point in this football matchup as the first quarter comes to an end, Coach. So let's go ahead and wrap this first quarter. We saw the offense, that John Carroll offense was moving, and then they got caught up in a couple of bad plays, a couple penalties going in the wrong direction. The defense has been there. I know there's one score up on there, but what do you think the offense needs to do from, the coach's perspective? What are you telling your guys on offense to sort of turn this around a little bit?
Well, I think the first thing is to eliminate the penalties, number one, and number two, not try to gain too much. Let the play give you what you can, but not try to go for too much and then
John Carroll Rams, nothing.
No, we have, 3 downs to get that first down and take what we can get from the defense.
So as we approach the start of the second quarter, we do want to thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Richard Thomas here with Ben Hopper and varsity football action here in Boca Raton, Florida as we start the second quarter. Eagles come out with wide receiver split, and they come with the underneath route. Wide open there, and he's going to go up the sideline, and he might have a score, and he does. Coach, he came right across the middle, nobody with him. Great pass, and another touchdown for the Eagles, Pope John Paul II.
And there was no coverage there in the middle, and slipped that one tackle and then down the sideline.
Go Eagles!
And unfortunately, that's football sometimes. You get caught in an awkward matchup there. There were no backers in the middle of the field as he caught that one wide open, and even the speed of some of the John Carroll corners couldn't catch him at the end of the run. So 13-0 here with 11:48 left here in the second quarter. And you definitely, if you're the offense, now's your opportunity to sort of step up before this game sort of gets away. There's a good snap, and the extra point is no good.
Extra point was no good.
Had some good penetration there on that extra point, maybe giving a little added pressure on that kicker.
So it'll be 13-0 with 11:48 left here in the second quarter here on Rams TV. If you're interested to learn more about John Carroll and all it has to offer, be sure to visit us on the web at www.johncarrollhigh.com. Again, that's www.johncarrollhigh.com. Enrollment still open, so you can schedule a campus tour today. Admissions specialists are available.
Actually, in 2 weeks, October 5th, our next home game is our open house. We've invited all 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th graders this year in the local area who are looking for a high school experience, a Catholic high school experience. We'll have that from 4 to 7 prior to the game. Come out and take a tour of our school, enjoy a tailgate party, and then enjoy John Carroll Ram football.
Coach, I'm looking forward to that tailgate.
And at halftime, we'll draw for 1 year's free tuition for one of the students in the 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th grade that will be a student at John Carroll next year.
And before they can get the kickoff, they have penalty flags on the play. Don't usually see penalty flags there for a kickoff. I'm not sure I recognize that call.
5-yard penalty.
Maybe a substitution penalty. Looks like they broke with maybe 12 men on the field.
Gotcha. Good catch there, Coach. So they'll go 5 yards back and kick off again. So an opportunity here to get a return on this kick. And if he puts this one in the end zone, I'll be thoroughly impressed.
And back for the Rams is number 4, Edwin Thomas, and 22, Pierce Halloran.
So here comes your kickoff one more time. And a good kickoff. They go with the reverse right side. And he has blockers, and he gets held up. And here comes the penalty flag late.
Chris Valley had a nice block back around the 20-yard line, which allowed Edwin Thomas to get up that sideline. Again, a nice return for the Rams because it's good starting point.
There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the penalty is, maybe even some additional yardage for the Rams.
Looked like an
Girls
awkward
give us some push-ups here for the touchdown.
horse collar. I'm not sure. Do they call horse collar at the high school level? They do. And that's what it looked like it was. We'll see what the call is from the official.
13 push-ups for the Eagles score.
This is a personal foul penalty against the Eagles. Be an additional 15 yards for the Rams.
So Edwin Thomas again giving good field position for the John Carroll offense. Time to capitalize.
Rams will start in Eagle territory at the Eagles' own 43-yard line with a first down.
So 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 43-yard line. They'll go 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. They're going to run it left side. Blockers ahead, and he's going to bust open wide open. I don't think anybody's going to catch him. Touchdown Rams, Coach. They haven't found life in the middle of the field, but they go right back to it, and it's touchdown Rams on a long touchdown.
Again, taking advantage of the speed of Edwin Thomas. Great return from him, and now take it one snap up the middle, 43 yards for the touchdown.
So it's Edwin Thomas who does it all on his own. He gets the return, gets the touchdown, and with 11:28 here in the second quarter, John Carroll just got back in this football matchup.
Quick response, 20 seconds off the clock. We'll see here with Evan Percoco in to attempt the extra point for the Rams.
And the extra point attempt is up and good. And again, with 11:28 left here in the second quarter, your Rams of John Carroll 7 and the Eagles of Pope John Paul II 13. So, Coach, again, Thomas doing it all on his own.
Well, he certainly had a good block on the return from Chris Valley and a nice play to do the reverse from Pierce Halloran. So there was a couple of Rams that contributed as well, but certainly his speed and taking advantage of him as a strong running back there helped the Rams bounce back with a quick score.
Coach, I wouldn't have expected a run up the middle. The last few drives, they've been stuffed there, but they spread them out and they go right down the middle.
Yeah, let's give credit to the offensive line for holding strong there and creating that hole for him to hit and run through.
So life now back in the legs of you Rams fans out there.
Tyler Lee will kick off for the Rams.
Good kickoff. And he'll field that one right around the 1-yard line. And they'll look to bounce it outside. He has some blockers ahead of him. He cuts it back one more time. And he's going to be tackled right around the 43-yard line. And the Eagles come back with a good return of their own.
Yeah, the Tyler Lee with the kickoff there actually makes the saving tackle with number 23, Dylan Lawson.
So we were talking about this in our pregame a little while ago. This is shaping up to be the matchup we thought would be really, really tough, sort of going back and forth so far. Eagles break the huddle. They go with the pass to the left side. And, if you're a Rams fan, you're wiping the sweat off your forehead because the wide receiver had it as the defender just lost that one maybe in the lights.
Certainly Edwin Thomas got turned around there a bit, but fortunate for the incomplete pass for the Rams. If that was complete, it was a sure 6 for the Eagles.
And I think there was a few of us up here who were sort of excited for that drop. I know I was. I had to take a deep breath really quick. As the Eagles break the huddle, quarterback double clutches, and they find the out route is going to be enough for a first down as he gets pushed out of bounds just beyond the sticks.
For a first down.
Again, a quick completion in the short part of the field, and then letting their legs do the work. And fortunately, we had 2 defenders there to force him out of bounds. They gained the first down, but save kind of the touchdown again.
So what Pope John Paul has found here is sort of life in that underneath route. The cross across the middle, we saw the short out there, able to get that the yards after the catch, and another first down for the Eagles of Pope John Paul as they drop back to pass again. They're going to pass it right side, has a wide receiver open, and he drops it again. And, Coach, the wide receivers of Pope John Paul finding their way behind the defense of John Carroll.
Certainly appear to have a speed advantage there on either side, right or left side of the ball here, getting behind our defenders.
For the Eagles at the Rams 47-yard line.
So, again, for the second time on this drive, you got to stop and regroup and take a deep breath because all indications there, he had that one in his hands and he just dropped it. Sort of an over-the-shoulder catch, but he had that one in his hands.
Look for a little stronger push from the middle of our defense there. Add a little pressure to that quarterback. Maybe force him to get rid of it a little quicker.
And they run the ball right side. And the big boys up front get the penetration, and the linebackers come and clean it up. And it'll be a gain of, we'll call it a nominal gain on the play, maybe even a loss on the play.
56, Carson Astley with the penetration there, that initial hit for the Rams.
And we're about 10:30 left here in the second quarter. And you're really looking for the defense to hold here. This would be a good opportunity for the defense to sort of hold to get the offense back on the field as the Eagles break the huddle. And, Coach, I think this is going to be a false start as the wide receiver on the far side sort of took that step back before he went going forward. And we'll see what the call is, see if this one will go in the favor of John Carroll. And it is a false start penalty, so
5-yard penalty for the Eagles.
Opportunity now
3rd and 17.
For the defense. They've got a lot of field to play with, and now, you know, if you can hold them here, Coach, you have to punt. I wouldn't assume that Pope John Paul would go ahead and punt from this position of the field. So, opportunity to really, really solidify this drive.
Play tight coverage on these receivers. You assume they'll need to pass, not try to get too much up front.
Quarterback rolls right side. And, wow, finds a wide receiver as he's falling to the ground for the catch.
Complete to Bryce DeBull. First down for the Eagles at the Rams.
That pass completion just beyond the first down marker. Again, we had some good coverage there. Had to look probably for his second option. But the gain good enough for first down for the Eagles. Opportunity lost there for the Rams.
Carry by number 1, McGriff, for a loss of
So a
2,
carry there or run
2nd and
from
12.
Pope John Paul the second. A loss of about a couple yards on the play.
Okay, we'd like to announce the cheerleader of the game right now. Cheerleader of the game is Callie Dion. Congratulations to Callie Dion, cheerleader of the game.
As the Eagles come back in the shotgun formation. And they go with the reverse over to the left side, makes a couple of moves, but he's going to be tackled up for a short gain on the play. Looks like they just got back to the original line of scrimmage and will bring up third down now for the Eagles.
Pierce Halloran and Edwin Thomas, two nice tackles there. Again, a third down and long situation for the Rams.
Pick up a 4 for the Eagles.
Good opportunity here, hopefully, to hold the Eagles here.
So 3rd down and 11 for Pope John Paul II as they break the huddle. Quarterback drops back, goes with a pass. Right side, but
flag on the play.
Penalty flags on the play as that catch was way out of bounds. Coach, I don't know if that's a catchable ball. That ball looked to be almost 2-3 yards
and the
out off the sideline.
Contact looked mutual there between both the wide receiver and the defender.
Pass interference against the Rams. First down for the Eagles.
Another tough break for the Rams with a 3rd and long. And now a penalty against the Rams gives the Eagles a first down.
First down for the Eagles on the 19-yard line of the Rams.
And the Eagles will go with the run right side. Coach, they can't tackle him. And he carries a couple of defenders for a couple more yards. And they're going to call him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal now for the Eagles of Pope John Paul II.
Yep, forced out of bounds there by number 17, Tyler Lee.
And the Eagles of Pope John Paul II in scoring range one more time. And as they try to run it, will be a loss of a few yards on the play.
And 4 for a touchdown.
Number 32, Chris Valley, and 22, Pierce Halloran. The good penetration for the Rams to tackle him for a loss.
So 8:02 left here in the second quarter.
2nd and 8 for a touchdown.
Second down. They come back, and the quarterback fakes the run. He's going to pass it. Has him wide open in the back corner of the end zone. And touchdown Eagles with 7:56 left here in the second quarter. So Coach again getting behind the defense.
Tyler Lee paying a little too much attention to the quarterback and not paying attention to where his assignment is with that receiver. Gets behind him in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
And on for the extra point attempt. It's up, and that time well within, and 7:56 your score, 20-7.
20 for your Eagles. The Rams 7.
And
still plenty of time left in the first half, though, for the Rams to respond and get this game back in within 1 touchdown.
Again, we do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. We're live from Boca Raton, Florida for this football matchup. Again, archive footage available by going to FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. Again, that's FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. You can watch archive footage of this broadcast and many other broadcasts all season long. If you'd like a copy of this broadcast, just email ramstv@johncarrollhigh.com. Again, that's ramstv@johncarrollhigh.com, and you can get an archive footage of this broadcast and many other as the Eagles of Pope John Paul II come out for the kickoff.
Again, Pierce Halloran and Edwin Thomas back for the Rams. See if they have that same reverse call on, or will the receiving person take the kickoff and return it for the Rams? No chance with that kickoff as it sails into the end zone for that automatic touchback.
Into the end zone where the Rams will start off at their own 20-yard line. And here go our cheerleaders, fans. Let's hear it, because they got to do 20 push-ups. Count with them. 6, 7, 8, 9. Great job, Eagle cheerleaders.
Rams spreading the offense out wide. Chris Valley, quarterback left. Chris Valley gets the ball with carry for the Rams.
Carried by number 32 of the Rams. Pick up of 4. It'll be
7:40 remaining in the first half.
The Rams at their own
4-yard gain there
line.
for Chris Valley. Gives us a 2nd and 6. Valley goes in motion. Watkins' pass intended for number 25, Austin Laswicki. Is incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Rams. I'd like to remind you, fans, that we will not be here next week. It's an away game, but 2 weeks from here is our homecoming game on October 5th. Homecoming game on October 5th.
Little trickery there from the Rams. Looked like a reverse.
Pass complete.
Round to Edwin Thomas.
To
his pass is incomplete to the quarterback, Jordan Watkins.
First down for the Rams.
Nice gain for the Rams. Gives us 1st and 10 ball on the 45-yard line of the Eagles. Quick snap back. Chris Valley with a strong run there for the Rams. Flag at the end of the play.
Again, I'd like to remind you that in 2 weeks from now, it'll be our homecoming football game. It's also alumni night, where they'll have a barbecue, and also where our senior night, where our seniors will be introduced, the cheerleaders and the football players before the game, and our homecoming court will be introduced at halftime. We'd like to remind you that homecoming
again, as these officials discuss the penalties on the play, I'd like to remind you on October 5th, John Carroll open house from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. All 6th through 11th graders
and on Friday
in the Tri-County area are invited to attend with their families, take a tour of our school facilities, meet some of our students and teachers, enjoy a tailgate party, have free admission to the football game on October 5th. And again, at halftime, we'll draw for 1 free tuition for an incoming 9th, 10th, or 11th grader for next school year. The indication there by the referee was a personal foul penalty against the Eagles, so that nice long run by Chris Valley is aided by the personal foul penalty. Gives the Rams 1st and 10 ball on the 13-yard line. Just over 7 minutes to go in the first half.
Nice team tackle by the Eagles.
Chris Valley with the carry for the Rams.
2nd and 10 for the Rams.
Tackled for no gain by the Eagles. 2nd and 10, ball on the 13-yard line. Pass, Jordan Watkins pass complete to number 25, Austin Laswicki. appears to be taken down just short of the goal line.
First down for the Rams.
They'll give the Rams
Eagles
first and
line.
goal inside the 1.
So Coach John Carroll going with the wide receiver screen there. It looked like he got in there, but they called him short. And they'll go with the power formation right now. Just yards away. Quarterback sort of rolls around the right side. There's the indication. Touchdown, John Carroll. And the Rams again, late in the quarter, get back in the football matchup.
Showed that same formation that we had the 4th down, and we got it a while back. And now here right at the goal line, Jordan Watkins able to squeeze it in there for the touchdown. Only using up about a minute and a half of the clock to get that score to get us back within a touchdown.
And you said that when we got the first score. Want to get the offense on and off. The extra point attempt is up and good. And with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter, your Rams 14, the Eagles of Pope John Paul II 20. And again, we thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities all season long. So, Coach, we saw volleyball on Thursday night get the big district win against Melbourne Central Catholic. They another team at John Carroll that progressively gets better each time they take the court.
Certainly. And they had a big weekend last weekend in the East Coast Challenge playing against bigger schools, and we were able to go 4-1 and now undefeated in the district so far with Holy Trinity, St. Edwards, and MCC. So the Lady Rams continue to get better as the year goes on.
Coach, that volleyball team, senior laden, they have a lot of seniors on that team, a lot of leaders on that team, and love to see those seniors sort of step up. They had sort of a finesse game the other day, but good play, and it's exciting to see them getting better each time they take the court as they kick off there. And the Eagles bring it back right side, penetration. And good tackle there as they take him down just short of the 20-yard line. So good pursuit by the John Carroll kickoff team.
A good initial hit by number 9, Connor Flaherty, allowed the Rams to get in there and take him down just short of the 20-yard line or right at the 20-yard line.
So 5:51 left here in the second quarter. And, Coach, it sort of cooled off a little bit now that the rain clouds is sort of going on. We are close to the coast here, but it's a nice cool breeze here.
Yeah, it is nice. Glad to not have the rain. But it also looks like there was a block in the back penalty on that return. So a penalty that helps the Rams there push the Eagles way back into their own territory.
So the worst, field position that the Eagles of Pope John Paul have had to start the game. So an opportunity again for the defense to sort of step up and get a much-needed stop. (20-14). You just get a score. You get back into this matchup. If you get an opportunity, we've been scoring quick. You get another score, you take the lead in this game. That's got to be exciting and something to sort of get up for as the Eagles break the huddle. They'll go with one back in the backfield, and they'll run it right side. Penetration by the Rams defense, and he's going to go down. And another loss on the play, Coach. If we had stats, there's been a lot of tackles in the backfield. Pope John Paul, the Eagles haven't gained a lot of yards. They just had the big play going for them.
No, certainly we have that run pretty well covered. Even some of the shorter passes, but it's the big play that we've given up tonight that's allowed those 3 scores to happen.
As the Eagles, Pope John Paul II take a timeout. We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities. We're going to go ahead and take a break here. Hang with us. We're back here out of the timeout, and the quarterback comes out, has a bomb right side behind the, and wow, this time we get a hand on it. No pass interference. Good pass deflection as it brings up third down.
Again, Edwin Thomas uses his speed there to stay with the receiver, finds the ball, and makes a good play to knock that ball down for the incomplete pass. Here we have it now, 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. Push way back in their own territory. Hope the Rams this time can capitalize on this opportunity.
Sort of the best coverage that we've seen so far. It looked like he might get it, but he sort of just timed his jump perfect, able to get a hand or maybe even a fingertip on that one to sort of deflect it as the Eagles break the huddle. Quarterback drops. He looks for that cross across the middle, and it's intercept. Oh! Almost spoke too soon. It looked like it fell right into his hands.
Yeah, in and out of the hands of number 10 for the Eagles, right into Tyler Lee's hands, but unfortunately doesn't hold on.
You hope your wide receiver, who's playing doubles as a defensive back, can sort of catch that one. And it's been an awesome opportunity. The defense setting up the offense, but
a strong hold for the Rams.
Exactly. Just what I was going to get to. Finally, that key stop that the defense needs to get the offense back on the field. So it's going to be returned on there, and he goes right side. Oh, wow, what a block on the outside. And he is going to go out of bounds around the 2-yard line. Coach, wow.
Well, Pierce Halloran fields that punt on the run there. A good hole for him to find on that side, and then a nice clean block by a Ram on that side. I didn't catch the number, but certainly sets us up 1st and goal for a chance for that quick score again.
Still in a little bit of shock there, but, Coach, good execution. He actually fielded that punt with a little bit of traffic around him, so good concentration there. He even set up that block, sort of pointed there, gets to the outside, and he goes down short, and again, opportunity.
5-yard line.
And the Rams come out in sort of their power formation again. One man goes in the motion. They toss it to him right side. Has blockers ahead of him, and he's going to be tackled just short. Couple of yards on the play there. We'll call it a gain of about 2.5, and it'll bring up 2nd down and goal for John Carroll.
Cameron Modine there with the carry for the Rams.
It'll be 2nd and 1 for a touchdown.
Looking like maybe a QB sneak there with that same formation, but instead it was the running back on the around play.
Quarterback takes that one, looks for life on the right side. An indication, touchdown Rams, but we have penalty flags in the play. Hopefully this doesn't negate the touchdown. We'll wait and see what the call is. The official looks to be talking to Rams players, so maybe this one is against Pope John Paul II.
Looked like a little extra activity from some of the Eagle defenders on the outside. An unsportsmanlike penalty against the Eagles.
But the touchdown will stand.
Jordan Watkins there with that QB sneak right at the goal line. And with Evan Percoco's extra point, John Carroll now takes the lead, 21-20 with 4:12 remaining.
Coach, what a series of events and momentum clearly on the side of John Carroll here as the defense gets the timely stop, and then they come back and get a nice punt return and the quick score, as you've been saying several times throughout the broadcast.
Well, special teams have been a key factor in tonight's game. The big return to Edwin Thomas, setting up that quick drive up the middle for him, and then now that punt return setting up a short offensive series leading to another score for the Rams.
So some exciting football here on the campus of Pope John Paul II in Boca Raton, Florida. 4:12 left here in the second quarter, so a lot of time for each team, but the momentum meter definitely on the side of your Rams.
And because of that unsportsmanlike penalty, the Rams will kick off from the 45-yard line of the Eagles.
So another opportunity for the defense to sort of pin them deep.
Tyler Lee into kickoff for the Rams. We'll see if he kicks it in the end zone for that automatic touchback.
And this one will go in for touchback, so the Eagles of Pope John Paul II will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. And exciting football here. It's only been an exciting, we'll just call it a couple minutes maybe, where John Carroll's just come and just taking the lead from the Eagles.
Well, in 7 minutes of play, we've been able to have those quick scores. And hopefully we can continue to drive on that momentum right here as we pick up with the defense. Again, one of the stronger points of the game so far for us.
As the Eagles offense breaks the huddle, they'll go with one wide receiver to the top of your screen, 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback will take the snap from the shotgun. They fake the run, and they go with the pass, and that one's going to sail out of bounds. He had the wide receiver, Coach, but maybe he was expecting him to be somewhere else.
And a little more pressure from the Rams, specifically 74. Josh Ayala got in there and put a little hit on the quarterback.
So 4 minutes, and you can't say enough about the defense who's keeping the Rams in this football matchup. So, Coach, we're on the side of here of Pope John Paul II. It's gotten really quiet over here quickly. As they break the huddle, quarterback still in shotgun. They're going to send one wide receiver in motion. They go with the run to the opposite side. Penetration from the Rams defense, but arm tackles. And wow, just like that, number 1 breaks right through the middle, breaks through some arm tackles. And a big gain there for the Eagles. And it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 44-yard line.
Missed opportunity for the Rams. Had him hit there and tackle for a no gain. And from those missed tackles turned into a big gain for the Eagles in that 1st down.
So 1st down now. They go 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Quarterback drops back, tries to find some action. And good squeeze to the sideline there as that one sails out of bounds. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, good defense. No penalty flags on the play. 3:44 left here in the 2nd quarter.
I want to see here if the Rams can hold them on defense, prevent the score from this at the end of the 1st half, because the Rams will start with the ball at the start of the 2nd half.
And they go with the run again to the right side. A slight hesitation, but a good, strong tackle there, Coach, even though the back tried to make a move.
32, Chris Valley there with the big tackle for the Rams. A short gain, but keeps the clock moving and gives a 3rd and long situation for the Eagles. So another opportunity for the defense here to step up, make a stop here, and allow the offense to get back on the field.
So sort of a trend there. They like to get that motion going to the opposite side, and they're coming backside with the run, but John Carroll there to stuff it. Quarterback again breaks the huddle, comes out in shotgun. Looks for the pass, right side. And a couple of Rams defenders had an opportunity on that one, but you get the deflection, and it's 4th down now, and all indications are the Eagles are going to punt. And as you just spoke, defense stepping up big to get the offense back on the field.
Again, surrounded by Rams there, that receiver, not allowing the single receiver to get free and open, and a good deflection there. Again, not trying to go too much and maybe get that interception, but just knock it down and give us now an opportunity to get the ball back.
Eagles set to punt, sort of a rugby-style punt towards the sideline, and it looks like it may go out of bounds around the 26, 27-yard line. So 1st and 10, good field position for the Rams as they come back on the field. So Here we go, Coach. Ready to get back in the end zone, eh?
Sure. 2:53 remaining in the first half. Plenty of time for the Rams to put together an offensive drive here and maybe punch it in right before the half. Momentum right now is certainly on our side, so let's see if we can capitalize on that now.
And they go with the run. Right side has some blockers that set over there on the right side. Sorry, I got a little fumbled up on my words. A gain of about 3 yards on the play. An effective run there on first down.
Edwin Thomas there with the run, kind of pushing his lead blocker there. 5-yard gain turns out to be, so 2nd and 5 for the Rams ball just over the 30-yard line.
So the clock may be a factor here. 2:30 left here in the second quarter. Quarterback in the shotgun. Goes with the run. They look for the screen maybe again and smartly throws it at the feet of the receiver as they were looking for sort of that wide receiver inside screen again.
Yeah, good decision with some pressure. Before we said, can you get the ball away? And he's held it and been sacked. This time made a smart decision, get rid of the ball. Stops the clock, gives you 3rd and 5, gives you another opportunity.
So 2 wide receivers split left and right. A back will go in the backfield. Quarterback drops back, looks left side. Might have a wide receiver, and he does, and
pass intended for number 4.
I think maybe if he would have caught them, he'd still been out of bounds, but good effort there, and it'll bring up 4th down and 5, and John Carroll will punt the ball away.
Watkins pass intended there for Edwin Thomas.
And you might have wanted him to put that one on a rope, as he kind of got a lot of air under that one. 2:12 here as John Carroll comes on to punt. That was a good drive. You didn't see any mistakes, a couple of misthrown balls, but a good drive there, but they'll punt it away here on 4th down.
Flag here. Looks like a false start for the Rams. They'll back us up 5 yards.
False start by the Rams, 5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th and 10 from the Rams' own 27-yard line.
So 4th down here. And it looks like Pope John Paul has block on here as they sort of break through, completely lost the ball. And it'll be
Eagles will take over at their own 48-yard line.
Dutchstead on the 48-yard line. And so the Eagles with excellent field position here with, we'll just go ahead and call it 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. So now you need your defense to step up big one more time.
Yeah, not the distance we normally get out of Tyler Lee's punt. Fielded there by the Rams. So hopefully the defense will step up here. And
Eagles have a bunch formation at the top of your screen. Quarterback by himself in the shotgun. Whoa. And that'll bring out laundry all over I think every official tossed out their flag as 2 players come in motion. And if you're a Rams fan, you like to see those chains going in the opposite direction.
Certainly it's a penalty that benefits us.
From their own 43-yard line.
So 5-yard loss on that. Miscommunication on who was coming in motion. And the quarterback will have 2 there at the bottom of his screen. He'll send 1 guy in motion this time. Penetration by the Rams, and he's tackled 5-6 yards deep in the backfield.
Tackle made by number 10 on Jamesley.
That's number 10, Matt Celedonio, with a good penetration there. Take down number 10 for the Eagles.
Yards on the play. Bring up 2nd and 25.
PA announcer says a loss of 15 on that play. More importantly, the clock's running. I think now we should play with that clock as our friend here going into the end of the first half.
Coach, this defense has been there for the Rams throughout this entire game, despite the score. Good penetration there from the D-line. As the Eagles come out, they'll split 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen, and penetration again right up the heart, and they get a sack.
74, Josh Ayala with the big sack. Again, a huge loss for the Eagles. Creating a third and country mile almost there for the Eagles. And the Rams will burn a timeout with just over a minute showing on the clock, thinking maybe we'll get an opportunity to get the ball back and maybe do something with it.
We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Archive footage available of this broadcast by going to fhsaasports.com/John Carroll. Again, that's fhsaasports.com/John Carroll, and you can watch archive footage of this broadcast and many other broadcasts all season long.
So maybe we should make an announcement about October 12th being our homecoming football game and the opportunity for alumni and friends and families of John Carroll to come out and support the team for the annual homecoming celebration. We'll have activities all week to celebrate homecoming, and we'll have a tent for our alumni to come out and support the Golden Rams on October 12th.
So out of the timeout, and they'll go with the run right side. Might have a few blockers ahead of them, but gang tackle again as the Rams come and clean that one up, and we'll have another timeout on the sideline. Looks like to be a timeout for John Carroll. So these last two timeouts, strategic timeouts. You want to have a little bit of time on the clock. You've shown the ability to sort of get that quick score, and we'll see what John Carroll can do here, as it looks like Pope John Paul II, the Eagles, will be punting with about 58.4 seconds left on the clock.
And I want to give a little credit there to 56 Carson Astley and 32 Chris Valley, maintaining the runner inbound so they couldn't get much gain there and give us a 4th and long here. And you're right, I think one score took us 20 seconds, so with that thought in mind, maybe we'll get a good return here for number 22, Pierce Halloran, and see what we can do with the ball.
So with just seconds left here, return on 100% for John Carroll. Oh, and it gets through the punter's hands, and he kicks it through the end zone. Wow, Coach, sorry. As he smartly sort of just kicks it out of the back of the end zone. And when you suspected that John Carroll was just all return, the center just gets a little anxious of the long snapper and just fires it right over his head. Wow.
Again, I think that penetration that we've been getting up front puts a little added pressure on their O-line there and the long snapper. And the kicker was smart. Instead of falling on the ball, giving us maybe a 1st and goal situation, kick it through the end zone, get the safety. But we'll get an opportunity here with the free kick to get the ball back, and that only took 6 seconds off the clock. So,
wow. So a really big opportunity now to sort of, you have the lead, but now you get an opportunity to sort of pull away and pull the Eagles of Pope John Paul II out of their initial game plan. Now they're going to have to play from behind. 52.3 seconds left here in the second quarter of action here on the campus of Pope John Paul II. If you just missed it, the defense steps up again. The long snapper from Pope John Paul II fires that one over the head of the punter, goes out of the back of the end zone, and the safety for John Carroll as they'll get the free kick with plenty of time on the clock to sort of get another score before half. This one looks to be returnable as he brings it right side, sort of sneaks up into the middle and gets his helmet sort of ripped off there.
That was Pierce Halloran again with the return for the Rams.
And a good return, Coach. He gets it to about the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
A little bit of work to do.
First down with 46 seconds to half.
46.6 seconds left here in the first half.
Again, we want to take advantage of this opportunity if we can. Still not go for too much. You don't want to make a fatal mistake here. It could cost you some points right here as the first half comes to an end.
Quarterback in the shotgun with one wide receiver or running back to his right. They pass the ball, has one wide open, Coach. Smart pass play.
Pass complete,
and they're in one play in the territory of the Eagles.
Line.
Watkins to number 2, Daniel Columber. Nice little quick slant. And a good 15-yard gain there. Oop. Watkins pass intended there for Tyler Lee. Just off his hands, incomplete. Maybe not too bad because it stops the clock.
For the Rams.
Gives us 2nd and 10. We've seen Evan Percoco have some long kicks for field goals, so maybe if we can gain a few more yards, we can get into field goal range here. Give Percoco a chance to add 3 more points to the board.
As the Rams come out with one back in the backfield, quarterback in shotgun. Has 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. He looks right underneath the middle. Oh, no, you want to go upfield there. He sort of comes back to juke a player. And he'll go right side with it, Coach, and unable to get out of bounds. And they're going to have to burn a timeout.
Getting that little quick screen pass to Edwin Thomas.
Timeout Rams with 16 and a half seconds remaining in the half.
Trying to get a little too much there instead of go out of bounds forces us to use our final timeout.
So 16.6 seconds now. You're sort of gnashing your teeth a little bit. And we'll see if they can make something of this drive. We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Again, if you want to learn more about John Carroll High School, be sure to visit us on the web at www.johncarrollhigh.com. Again, that's www.johncarrollhigh.com. You can also follow us on Facebook. Just find us at John Carroll. And you can stay connected to all the happenings of John Carroll. So 16.6 seconds again left here on the clock. It's 3rd down. And you're just looking for a solid gain here. Maybe you can get or rush the field goal team on or out of bounds. So looking for passes to the boundary. The quarterback steps up, has a wide receiver there, has some blockers. He's going to cut it up, and it's going to be touchdown Rams. Wow, with just seconds left on the clock, John Carroll gets the quick score. Touchdown Rams.
Again, Watkins, nice slant pass, complete to Tyler Lee. Couple good blockers right out front for him. Squeezes through those tacklers. Almost carries one into the end zone with him.
Coach, they go back to that same slant play where he sort of just missed his fingertips, and they get the touchdown. And wow, just like that, John Carroll with an opportunity to sort of make this a 10-point lead without taking up a lot of time on the clock. And that's got to be the key there, Coach. Quick scores to just take absolute control of this football matchup. And with 7.5 seconds left to go in the first half of play, it's John Carroll 30 and the Eagles of Pope John Paul II 20.
3 critical special teams plays that have set us up for these scores. The long return by Edwin Thomas, the punt return by Pierce Halloran, and the safety on that botched punt attempt, getting us the free kick. And we certainly have taken advantage of those opportunities here and really have had, 23 unanswered points?
Absolutely.
To finish out the first half. And I think we get the ball to start the second half, right?
Yeah, we did start off by kicking it, but the key here, Coach, is just execution. You had a lot of penalties there and got off to sort of a slow start, but the offense has just been firing on all cylinders, and you haven't had that backward motion after you had the positive movement forward. So you expect a squib kick here, and just to get the clock rolling as he sort of puts it in the air, actually fires that one out of bounds. So not exactly what you're looking for as no time goes off of the clock, and the
looks like they're going to maybe have the penalty enforced, so they make us re-kick rather than take the automatic possession at the 40-yard line.
And the coaches from Pope John Paul II want to get their return on, so we'll see if they've got anything special planned here. And, Coach, this will be a good I don't want to speak too soon, but this is a conference matchup for those for the people out there who don't know. So the conference matchup, always a big matchup. So this will be a good victory if John Carroll can keep the consistent play. And there's the squib kick I think they're looking for. Actually, this one sails out of bounds again. And just not a specialty of John Carroll, the squib kick.
Now they'll back us up another 5 yards so we can try it again. Looks like we should just
go ahead and just kick it at this point now.
And see what happens.
Kick the ball off, keep the lanes, and get the tackle.
Trust our coverage and make sure we can make a good tackle. And
ball kicked out of bounds, 5-yard penalty. Rams will kick from their own 30.
And we'll have a new kicker here for this one, sort of a longer kick.
That's Evan Percoco in to kick now for the Rams.
And there's the squib kick, takes one hop. Oh, breaks through a couple of tackles quickly. They hold him up, and he'll go down. And that'll be the end of the first half. Your Rams of John Carroll completely dominate the second quarter, and they have the lead heading into halftime, and they'll have the ball when we come out of halftime. We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Richard Thomas here with Principal Ben Hopper and Coach. Let's go ahead and recap the first half. First quarter, a little slow, back and forth. Maybe we'll call it a chess match. But the second quarter has to go to John Carroll as they completely dominated.
Good thing we didn't get down on those penalties and those stalled drives that we had there in the first quarter, nor let those quick scores that the Eagles had get us down. Instead, we answered right back. And I think that's a key testament to this team and their effort and their, don't give up attitude. And that's shown now by the quick answer that we had in the second quarter. They score, we score. Need a good defensive stop, we get it, and bounce right back and get some nice special team opportunities and then some quick scores for the Rams.
So we do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Archive footage available by going to FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. Again, that's FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. You can also order a DVD copy of this broadcast by emailing ramstv@johncarrollhigh.com. Halftime here now. Your Rams have the lead over the Eagles of Pope John Paul II, 30-20. Hang with us here. Halftime period here in Boca Raton, Florida.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons wins. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40 Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back and one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the seventh. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Kuz can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. Two receivers far side, one near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sets under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Imperial, on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple of yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
Keep those Lowell fans quiet over there.
Lum sets it up for Pang. Long, it's out. Low, a magnificent 7 titles in the San Francisco section in dramatic style as they pull out a fantastic victory over a spirited Galileo Lions team. They win the 4th game, 31-29, and they take the 2012 Academic Athletic Association San Francisco section title.
Officials say no 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side, Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20, with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up over and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh boy. It looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match.
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
To the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dillon, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dillon goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection as I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go. And he's going to be... Oh, he gets away, but can't get away from the second slew. Vacaville takes over on downs, and the crowd erupts. So does the sideline. Got to watch it. Got to watch the sideline here.
Yeah,
Remember,
really
they were up
stepped
35-26. 2 unanswered touchdowns. That's going to do it, folks. Your 2011 Division II Sac Joaquin Section champions, the Vacaville Bulldogs. They win 39-35 in a
Back, although
classic.
they have no timeouts, they'll get the ball on the sideline, try to set something up. They can get a couple dribbles and a shot.
And I tell you what, that was a gutsy call there by Coach Aguiar. Oh, what a shot! I tell you what, Javier Kirksey, from well beyond the three-point mark, takes the inbound pass, throws it up off the glass, and nails a three. And you've got the finish to this Cinderella story as the Ridgeview Wolfpack win the Division III boys title 43-40. And what
Caroline Martin to serve. Is third time the charm for Palo Alto. Martin over, dug by Irvin. Lauren, backside, Bedard Ghani, long, and that's the ball game. And Palo Alto comes from behind. They were down 13-8 in Game 5. They win it 17-15.
Koenig, who will continue to play baseball at the next level. He is going to Central Arizona. About 45 minutes outside Phoenix and Coolidge.
This pitch is hit in the 5-5 hole. Nice grab and throw over to first base. Ori Wofford. Full extension dive to his right and gets Tillinghast by a step.
3-point game.
Down to 5 seconds. Wilson from straight away fires a three. Go! And that will send it to overtime as Wilson drains the three at the buzzer.
Straight on look, and he got it for that big bucket.
Jones, long outlet. January's got an opening. January with the left hand.
Can't leave him in a lane like that to the basket. He'll put it right through it. And that's what he did that time with the strong dunk.
He brought the house down with that one.
Now 2nd and 13 for the Dons from their own 24-yard line. Bogart's three-step drop now flushed out. He's rolling to his right. Looking downfield, lofts it to Hines. Hines with an amazing grab. Did he get that in bounds? He's still in bounds, running by himself to the 10-5 touchdown. Wow. Unbelievable catch. An Olympian defense thought he was out of bounds, and they just stopped playing. And Hines, with a headsy play, just sprints the other 30 yards into the end zone. And the Dons now extend their lead, 13-0.
Jumper right at the elbow for Peters.
White with
Here
the dish
go.
to Gordon. Phi Slamma-jamma.
I don't even think Valley Center will have to snap the football. They will not. Santana.
Richard Thomas back here on Rams TV with Principal Ben Hopper, and we're about minutes away from second half action. So both teams sort of go. They get an opportunity to speak with their coaches. What do you think the theme of our John Carroll coaches, or what the theme of the halftime speech was?
I think we need to carry the momentum that we were gaining there at the end of the first half over here in the second half, have a strong offensive drive here to start the second half. And, you know, I'm sure we'd like to put some points on the board and keep that spread, you know, in difference between us and the Eagles.
You just spoke of it, Coach. A score on this first drive would really solidify this football matchup. As just seconds away from second half action here on Rams TV. Again, archive footage available by going to FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. Again, if you want to purchase a DVD copy of this broadcast, be sure to email ramstv@johncarrollhigh.com, and we'll get that out to you ASAP. The Rams have the lead over the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. 30-20, second half action in just a few. Hang with us.
More of the same.
Focus. The 6 inches between your ears. The bronze there, you got to have the mind. This is going to be such a huge drive.
Oh. Looks like the crowd's picked up a little bit too.
You guys travel so good.
Yeah,
I've noticed that a lot. I mean, you guys travel well. We're pretty good this year. Huh?
Yeah.
We're pretty good this year.
I'm glad the rain cleared up because that was I think a killer there at the beginning.
And for the second half, the Eagles will be kicking off to the Rams.
And we're getting ready to have our kickoff here to start the second half here on Rams TV. The game started off a little slow, but the Rams got their feet underneath them and had an offensive explosion, a defensive explosion, a total team effort there in the second half, and have a 10-point lead now. And as you've said, you just want to maintain and keep doing what you're doing.
A good strong return here would help that momentum keep going here from either Pierce Halloran, 22 for the Rams, or number 4, Edwin Thomas.
And here we go, the start of second half action. And this one will be returned. And they fake the reverse, and he has a lane there, finds it, and there it is, Coach. That return you spoke about all the way out to the 45, 47-yard line. And good field position for the offense to start this second half.
Excellent return for Edwin Thomas.
And, Coach, they sort of faked the return there. And when you found success on that, it sort of holds you up for that half a second that you need. So good execution on the fake there. And the Rams out quickly with 2 backs in the backfield, a wide receiver at the top of your screen, as you see 2 to the bottom. They go with the run left side. Decent gain on the play. We'll call it a long 3 yards, and it'll bring up second down.
Good push there from the offensive line. Edwin Thomas hit that hole and picks up 3 yards. Good positive gain for the Rams.
Second down now for John Carroll. A wide receiver to the top of your screen. And they go with the run again, and they're going to run it right side. He found a couple of blockers, and he'll get a first down for John Carroll. So the run here, Coach, the coaches of John Carroll come out with, and they find a little bit of success.
Yeah, again, Edwin Thomas with a nice run. Keep those Eagles defenders on their toes. Nice gains already into Eagles territory. 1st and 10 for the Rams, ball on the 40-yard line.
And they go with the run again, left side, find a lane there, and then it'll be another solid first down gain there. It'll be a gain of about almost 4 or 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
5 for the Rams.
So quarterback again in the shotgun. They go with the run, penetration by the Eagles, and they trip him up, but he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe gain of about a yard on the play, and it'll bring up third down.
Looked there like Watkins was maybe trying to do a hard count and see if he'd catch the Eagles sleeping there and jump off sides, but Connor Flaherty with a nice 2-yard gain for the Rams. Third down and 4 to go.
So the quarterback drops back, has a wide receiver, and he catches it. And that's going to be a close spot.
Pass complete.
Oh, an unfortunate spot for the Rams. Looked like he had just gone beyond the sticks, good enough for a first down. But that spot is just short, so it's fourth and inches for the Rams. And it looks like we're bringing on the field goal unit maybe.
Nope, Coach, they go heavy formation again. They've had some success there. I'm not sure. We did see a Eagles player come off of the field.
Maybe an equipment violation or something looked like the umpire may have stopped that right.
So fourth down, the quarterback looks like he might have got it. It's going to be really, really close as the official on the far side has the spot, and we'll see what the call's going to be. They'll get the spot, looking for the indication from the official. First down, Rams. So, Coach, we've seen that heavy set or that heavy formation come in a couple of times, and they've been successful all night long.
Definitely.
First down for the Rams.
Watkins there with the quarterback sneak.
Eagles, 30-yard line.
Using that big O-line on the left side there and gaining just enough for the first down. Keep the drive alive for the Rams.
So quarterback comes back in shotgun one more time. And they run the ball. Right side, slips through a couple of blockers. Got to cut that one up. He stays alive. Bounces off some more tackles.
Tackle made by Gunnar Geis.
Edwin Thomas there keeps his feet moving. End up with another 5-yard gain. Looks like Eagle may be down.
Got an injury on the field.
And the injured Eagle able to sort of get up, and he's holding his arm. Might have a little stinger in his arm as he holds it coming off to the sideline. So a good gain there on first down will bring up about 2nd and 4 for John Carroll. As they send 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top, a couple of backs in the backfield. They hand it off right side, a huge hole there, takes a step back, and it's going to be another first down for John Carroll. And the running game, Coach, has been money for the Rams to start the second half.
You like to see there Jordan Watkins watching the clock, using some of the extra seconds there in delaying the snap, and then the running game. You know, some nice blocks there. Chris Valley picked up a nice block and opened that hole for Edwin Thomas to run through. And first down and 10 to go for the Rams, the 15-yard line. So another chance to even get a first down if we need to.
8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Quarterback takes a snap, and they run it left side. He has some blocks out there, a few blocks, and it's going to be touchdown Rams. He had blocks all the way around the corner, and just like that, John Carroll gets into the end zone one more time. This drive getting it done via the run.
And with using the run, we ate up almost 4 minutes of the clock, a little over 4 minutes of the clock, which is a nice way to start the second half.
So we spoke about it just before the kickoff of this third quarter, how crucial this drive might be to the outcome of the game. And John Carroll comes out and gets it into the end zone. The extra point's going to be up and good. And with 7:49 left here in the third quarter, your Rams of John Carroll have the 37-20 lead over the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. So, Coach, they get it done here in this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, Evan Prococo there adding that extra point. And then we see a little unnecessary action there after that play, getting an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Eagles. So John Carroll will be able to kick the ball off, starting at our 50 or 45-yard line. So a good opportunity for us to kick it deep and maybe pin the Eagles back in their territory.
And we've seen it, Coach, or we spoke about it before we came back for halftime. You just want to see consistency and execution, and that we saw a lot of it, a ton of it in that drive there.
Yeah, now it's the defensive side of the ball to make their stand and show that they're going to maintain this momentum and keep us going in that direction. Tyler Lee back in now to kick off for the Rams. Two Eagles back to receive the kick. We'll see if this sails into the end zone for that automatic touchback.
And it'll sail well into the end zone.
Almost like a good field goal there.
Went straight through the upright. So the Eagles of Pope John Paul II are going to take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities. 7:49 left here in the third quarter, and the Rams have asserted themselves as the dominator in this football matchup so far. So the Eagles break the huddle. They put one back in the backfield. And they go with the run, right side. A couple missed tackles, but a big hit there and tackle.
Carried by McGriff.
Gain of about 6 or 7 yards on the play there, 2nd down.
Nice tough tackle by Pierce Halloran there on that left side. Or correction, right side. I guess it's our left side. On McGriff, a little speedy running back there for the Eagles.
And the officials reminding the clock operator to keep that clock running. And if you're a Rams fan, you want to see it running too. As you said, they were able to take up a lot of time on that first drive to sort of keep that clock running. Quarterback comes out. He's in the shotgun one more time. They go with the run right side, or left side this time. Has a few blockers, tries to cuts it up, and he's caught from behind there. But that's going to be good enough for an Eagles first down. So
Matt Celadonio with the tackle for the Rams.
And good effort there. Didn't give up on the play. Sort of caught him from behind.
Looks like they're using some of our own plays in this running game attack. Kind of put a man in motion and come back the opposite way. But Rams are able to cover. They gain the first down, but again, keep the clock running.
7 minutes now left here in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back, looks to pass, and that pass goes out of bounds. Good coverage there by John Carroll.
Yeah, Tyler Lee on the coverage there. Did a nice job turning around and trying to see the ball, even though it went out of bounds. Something he didn't do early on in the first half. So the good adjustment there by Tyler Lee.
And that'll actually stop the clock, but 6:54, a lot of times already been come up as we sort of reach that midway point here of the third quarter. Quarterback goes with the run right side, has a few blockers, cuts up, but a tackle and another first down.
Carried by McGriff for a first down.
By the Eagles.
56, Carson Astley with the tackle for the Rams.
So, Coach, here, from what we're seeing from these play calls, there's no panic right now on the part of Pope John Paul II. They seem to just be, or they just want to run their offense. You'd expect them to put the ball in the air maybe a few times, but they've been effective via the run, and they come with the run again, left side again. He cuts it up, and, Coach, he's going to be wide open. And it's going to be touchdown for the Eagles. No penalty flags on the play. Touchdown Eagles.
No need for that aerial attack. Just
55-yard touchdown run.
Coming at the Rams with those runs, short runs, and looking for a block, and got it on the outside there and was able to turn on the speed and run it in there for the score. Only taking about a minute and a half off the clock, so pretty quick score there for Pope John Paul, and an answer to our opening drive for the second half.
So still a decent lead for John Carroll as the Eagles come on for the extra point attempt. And the extra point attempt is up, or actually is no good.
Extra point, no good.
And we saw that the missed extra point in the first half sort of came back and haunt them as John Carroll was able to take a one lead early, but 26-37 here about midway through the third quarter.
Well, we'll see here if the Rams can do like they did in the first half. After the quick score from the Eagles, they turned right around and were able to put points back on the board. So hopefully we can do that again, see if we get a nice return here from the Rams.
So, Coach, that momentum meter sort of teetering right there in the middle, although John Carroll has the lead. Both teams sort of just asserting the run there on both their opening drives here of the third quarter. And we'll
Obviously, some halftime adjustments been made on both sides of the ball to make a few different play calls than we saw in the first half, and both teams took advantage of that in scoring on their opening drives.
So a little over 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Set for kickoff after a pretty quick score from the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. And John Carroll with two returners back. They try to squib kick. It's going to be picked up, and he'll go ahead and just take a knee around the 28-yard line, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from there.
Probably a smart play by number 32, Chris Valley. Cover up on the ball, not try to pick it up and maybe do something with the defenders right there. So we can get the ball, take it over 28-yard line, 1st and 10. See if we can put a drive together to answer that score from the Eagles.
I hear that D word.
And John Carroll breaks the huddle. Quarterback going into the normal shotgun position. They go with the run again, left side. Breaks a couple of tackles. And we'll get a positive gain on the play. We'll call it a gain of about 3.5 yards.
Pick up a 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Rams.
Edwin Thomas there with the carry for the Rams.
And the defense.
Positive yardage gain. Clock running. Just now under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Rams look to the sideline for their play. 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. A couple in the backfield. They go with a quick run right up the gut. And he's going to carry a couple of defenders for a Rams first down. Hard running right up the middle.
And that's Chris Valley, number 32, with the hard run.
Carried by number 32 for the Rams for a first down.
And we'll have a timeout on the field as both teams running the ball really well here to start the second half. We saw a big first down run there from Chris Valley and John Carroll. So far, Coach, again, I said a little while ago, momentum right in the middle. Both teams sort of back to sort of that slow, trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah, after some of those quick scores and aerial attacks in the first half, make this a game where you're going to have to earn every yard and, again, use that clock to your favor, especially in the case of John Carroll where we have the lead right now. So if we can keep getting those positive gains with the runs and keep that clock going, certainly that's all to our benefit.
We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities. Your Rams still with the lead here about midway through the third quarter. 5:33 left here in the third quarter. As the Rams look to the sideline for their play. Quarterback will have 2 options in the backfield with 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen, his left. Here comes the snap. They go with the run left side. Has some blockers, and he's going to go. Nobody's going to catch him. He shakes off an arm tackle. 5 touchdown Rams. And it's Thomas who does it again for John Carroll. Touchdown Rams.
Edwin Thomas again hits that hole fast. And once he gets behind those defenders, there's no catching Edwin Thomas.
Wow, wow, wow. With 5 minutes, John Carroll again finding life through the running game. 37-32.
I need a calculator, I think, to figure out his Edwin Thomas's all-purpose yards tonight with all the returns and now these long runs. He has to be over 200 yards all-purpose for tonight's game. And there's still a whole quarter and a half to go.
So correction on my score, 43-26, as the extra point attempt is up, and it's good. So 44-26, and although Pope John Paul came out and scored as well in the to start the second half, sort of a different John Carroll team we've seen here to start the second half of play.
Yeah, very confident in the blocking ability of our offensive line, and giving those confidence by gaining these yards. And the running backs protecting the ball, covering it up, make sure they don't, lose it on a fumble or something like that. And I think it's a nice point there with Evan Percoco making that extra point that our offensive line have held those blockers away in order to get those kicks up and through. Really executing at every point here in the special teams game tonight for sure.
And if you're the coaches of John Carroll, you've been absolutely pleased with the execution of the team. Came out a little slow, but able to sort of get back in this and have sort of asserted their dominance. As they run the ball, right side has some blockers. One man to beat. He has actually a couple players to beat. He cuts it back one more time. And wow, sort of a touchdown saving tackle as he rips off his shoe. Number 2 there, able to get it done for John Carroll. Another big return from Pope John Paul II.
Yeah, number 10, a speedy return player for the Eagles. Number 2, Daniel Columber, was able to make that saving tackle. Both teams there on the returns, basically cutting the field in half by getting some decent returns, decent blocks, change of direction, and falling those blocks on the other side of the field. So let's see here if the Rams defense can step up and make a stop.
First down, and they go with the run. Good penetration. And wow, another sort of shoestring-like tackle there.
Carried by McGriff. Pick up
and coach, on that play we saw the penetration, but just going sort of right past the runner there. And a good first down run there, sort of a gain of about 6 yards.
Tough to shake off the offensive player there, but Pierce Halloran making a nice tackle. Again, it's a gain, but the clock's still running, just at 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
Quarterback fakes the run. Pressure's there and a sack in the backfield.
Matt Celedonio there wasn't fooled on that fake handoff and was able to shake his defender that time, or the offensive lineman there, and sack the quarterback there for a huge loss.
Coach, it looked like he reached out for desperation, just caught his jersey and able to pull him down. As you said, a big loss on the play, a loss of about 7 yards, and it'll bring up a long third down now for the Eagles of Pope John Paul II.
Here's a great opportunity for the Rams defense to make a stand here and hold them.
Snap sort of hits the ground. He comes out. And a good pass deflection there, as it looked like the Eagle defender might have gotten a hand on it, but we might have an injured Eagle that's sort of limping off to the sideline.
I think what was nice to see there, you had 2 receivers for the Eagles down there, but 4 defenders in the area, where in the first half, first quarter, we were on man-on-man coverage.
Yeah.
And so this time, a host of Rams down there were able to get deflection, now bring up a 4th and long, ball on the 42-yard line.
3 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. 4th and about 12 yards to go as the Eagles break the huddle. They'll send one wide receiver to the top A bunch formation to the bottom. Penetration by the Rams. Quarterback steps up, sails it long and over the head of his wide receiver. Turnover on downs. Good hold there by the Rams of John Carroll, coach. And it was after it looked like the Eagles were going to have another, consistent drive. They get one big defensive sack, sort of get them going in the wrong direction, and the defense holds as the Eagles sort of took to the air. And now the opportunity for the offense here to sort of open that lead up one more time.
And with that field position, you may have thought there that Pope John Paul would have punted the ball away, but it instead decided to go for it, and the Rams made a nice defensive stand to take over here on downs. 3:18 remaining in the third quarter.
They send it back. That's Thomas in motion. They go with the run up the middle. A gain of about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down.
Connor Flaherty there as the ball carrier for the Rams. Good little mixture there. Showing Edwin Thomas in motion. The go-to guy tonight and shaking that up with Flaherty. Again, Flaherty here with the carry. Maybe gets back to that long line of scrimmage.
For no gain on the play, it'll be 3rd and 5.
So 3rd down and 5 now for John Carroll. And they'll break the huddle. They'll send 2 wide receivers to the left and right, quarterback with 1 back in the backfield. And they drop back, go with the pass, has him. Good pinpoint accuracy there as he puts the ball right on the numbers. First down, Eagles, their first pass of the second half, and they find some success.
Yes, Jordan Watkins pass complete to Austin Lazwicki on that quick slant. We've seen that be successful for the Rams tonight in the second quarter. Had that score from Tyler Lee on the quick slant. Here, the gain good enough for a first down for the Rams. Keep the clock moving, keep the chains moving, keep the Rams moving.
Just about to the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. They go back to the run, have a few blockers, and he's pulling defenders all the way down for Rams first down. Rumbling and tumbling all the way up the middle for Rams first down. Wow.
That's senior number 32, Chris Valley there. Keeps his feet moving, carrying that Eagle on his back all the way.
1:55 left here in the third quarter. And you're right, Coach. Absolute confidence from the big guys up front. Rams break the huddle. 2 backs go in the backfield. They go with the bubble to the outside. He's wide open over there. Good gain on first down there. Probably a gain of about 8 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down and short.
9-yard pickup.
That's a completed pass from Jordan Watkins to Jeremy Moret.
And we've seen 2 passes so far on this drive or out of the second half in general, and they've come for big chunks of yards.
Well, having a successful run game gets the defenders back on their feet there, and they're not really anticipating the pass, and so it opens up your opportunity to passing game. Here go right back to the running game. Chris Valley, number 32, with the carry.
Nice team tackle there for a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Rams.
So it brings up 3rd and 1 for the Rams.
Yeah, the PA announcer called a loss of yards on the play, but it looks like he had a nominal gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and a long one. About 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. As they get the play from the sideline, 2 backs in the backfield. And they go with the handoff. Has some blockers. He shakes a defender, and that's going to be long enough for a Rams first down. Coach Thomas running hard there. He's a small guy, but he sheds blocks. I mean, he sheds tackles well.
Definitely. And, again, the good, strong stance there by the offensive line to give him enough space to get through and get the first down. And here we see as the referee winds the clock, that'll be the last play of the third quarter. What a fast quarter that was. You blink your eyes and it's over. when you have a successful running game, I think that's what helps for sure.
44,
so that's the end of third quarter action here on Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities. We head to the all-decisive fourth quarter here on Rams TV. Your Rams have the lead 44-26 over the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. Hang with us. Fourth quarter action in just a few.
So we invite everyone to come out in the introduction of our homecoming court. So we invite everybody out on October 5th.
Richard Thomas back here with Principal Ben Hopper, and we're starting the fourth quarter action here. And as we start this fourth quarter, a nice drive going for John Carroll right now.
Definitely an opportunity here to punch it in, keep the clock moving, and add points to the board.
They go with the run right up the middle, cuts up.
Another strong run by Chris Valley, senior Chris Valley. And the referee gives the signal, another first down for the Rams.
First down for the Rams.
That'll be first down for John Carroll as the Eagles of Pope John Paul II call a timeout.
Again, we're looking for volunteers on Tuesday, October 2nd, and Friday, October 5th. Be out here at 3 o'clock, parent volunteers.
So, Coach, 44-26 the score right now. John Carroll completely dominating the second quarter. Just this about 3 quarters of this game so far. I know we just got into the fourth, but really asserting themselves late in the game, and you like to see that out of your football team.
Certainly, this idea that they're not going to give up, they're going to keep pushing forward until that clock says 0. You don't want to let off the gas pedal. Maybe give them an opportunity to get back in the game. Just take what they're giving you, and if it ends up being a score, so be it.
And, Coach, we said this a little while ago, and for those of you who don't know, this is a conference matchup, so everybody else in the conference are going to be looking at this matchup, so you really want to make a statement here. Especially if you already had that one loss in the conference. You want to let them know that you're at least going to be around for the entire season. They go with the run again. He makes a cut. He's going to carry a couple people. It drags one guy who's holding on to his foot, and an effective run there. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down.
That's number 30, Malcolm Wilson. So Coach Watkins here calling on a host of Rams to carry the ball. You've seen Modine, Thomas, Valley, Flaherty, and now Wilson. So it's nice to see so many Rams contributing in positive ways.
So the quarterback hands the ball off again. Is a wide open hole on the right side and sort of carries a defender with him. It's going to be close to a first down. He might be just short of it. So the PA announcer, 3rd and 2 now.
Wilson again with a strong run. Again, John Carroll using that running game to move the ball and keep the clock going.
And here's that very effective heavy set for John Carroll. And we're definitely going to get offsides. We're going to get 2 penalty flags on the play there.
The defender looking there, trying to anticipate the play. Maybe got a little jump start. And penalty should give the Rams a 1st and goal.
So 2 penalties on the play. He has the offsides and the personal foul penalty. I'm sure the coaches will take the personal foul penalty.
Either way, it gives the Rams 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. So Great opportunity here for John Carroll to punch it in for another score.
So again, first down now. Inside the 5-yard line they go with the heavy set. And they fumble it. Wow. Fumble on the play, and the Eagles of Pope John Paul II score on the play. No penalty flags on the field. Touchdown Eagles. Wow.
Great awareness by the Eagle defense to see that ball come loose and not just fall on it, but pick it up and run it back for the score.
And, Coach, just when we were saying we didn't see the mistakes, the execution was there for John Carroll. Sort of miscommunication with the backs in the backfield.
Wait a minute. It looks like a penalty flag has been thrown on that play.
And we'll see what the call is from our official. If this one comes back, you're really, really happy if you're a Rams fan because your defense has been playing well.
The indication from one of the referees looked like maybe a chop block or some sort of illegal block on that return.
And you hate to see that, Coach, because as soon as he got the ball, there was nobody even close to him. And so the officials are sort of talking. We'll see what the call is. And you called it right, Coach, a chop block on the defense or the return team there. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but the fans of Pope John Paul II really upset with the call there from the officials. But as we said a little while ago, if you're a Rams fan, you're happy.
Well, it's an incredible break for the Golden Rams of John Carroll, because that was a sure 6 on the board for the Eagles. So here is an opportunity for the Rams defense to make a stand and maybe keep that 6 points from going up on the board.
And they go with the run. They're going to run it right side. Decent penetration. And they'll hold him up a little bit. And they'll get him for a loss of about a yard on the play. The defense bending but not breaking here in the second half.
Yeah, McGriff there with that carry, but Tyler Lee made an initial hit and followed up by number 32, Chris Valley, for the tackle. Short loss. I think more importantly, clock's running.
So Eagles break the huddle. One back will go in the backfield. They'll send one guy in motion. They come with that reverse play, but penetration right up the middle. The Rams not fooled.
Flags on the play.
And several penalty flags on the play. It looks like some Rams defenders were in there trying to strip the ball. And maybe an illegal blow to the head or something like that is the call.
That's really unfortunate because the Rams weren't fooled by that fake and had it stopped, but trying to get a little too much and stripping the ball. Unfortunate penalty there against the Rams.
You said it a little while ago. Take what you can get and be happy. You had a great play there. The strip is nice, but you've got a comfortable lead here. You've already made the loss. You got the tackle. Let it be. But as a result of that play, the Eagles get a first down just shy of the 50-yard line. Bunch formation to the top of your screen. They fake the run, and they find the pass. They have a guy wide open on the sideline, and he goes out of bounds. And life in the legs of Pope John Paul II. And wide receiver goes out of bounds with 8:50 left here in the fourth quarter.
Again, with that successful run game that the Eagles have had here in the second half, opens up that opportunity for us to bunch up that box, and then that opens the wide receiver on the outside.
Eagles fake the run, and they look for the pass. Wow, what a catch there as the wide receiver slips and falls. And it's the passing game from the Eagles that have come alive here, approaching the midway point of this fourth quarter.
At the 16-yard line of the Rams.
So the quarterback breaks the huddle, has one back in the backfield, and they go with the run. Right side, has blockers ahead of him. He cuts it up, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. No penalty flags on the play. Touchdown Eagles with 8:07 left here in the fourth quarter, 32-44.
Some nice blocks there from the Eagles.
Love those horns. Love those horns.
Allowing that big hole to open up and for the score to happen. So the Rams unsuccessful in preventing the touchdown, but eating up 2 minutes of the clock rather than that quick score off the fumble short time ago.
Confidence still got to be there if you're a Rams fan. You've been able to move the ball here effectively for about 3 quarters straight as they go for 2 to sort of make up for those mixed extra points. And he's going to run into the end zone, and just like that, it's the Eagles who have put themselves back in this football matchup with that 2-point conversion there. 8:07 left. It's 34-44. Eagles now back down by 10.
You like to see that from football teams where they're not giving up despite some mistakes on both sides. They're both fighting to the end here. It's just an incredible game from both teams tonight. We'll see here if the Rams can get a nice return off this kickoff to kickstart the offensive drive again.
You are watching Rams TV, your destination for John Carroll sports and activities. So an exciting football matchup as it started to look like John Carroll was going to start to run away with it. The Eagles have sort of put themselves back in position to sort of make a run at this football game. And they go with the onside kick. Didn't have the hands team in there, but a good catch and by number 44. And the Eagles, the Rams will come out with good field position here. They'll probably take over 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Nice awareness by the Rams there on that attempt at an onside kick. And hey, who needs a big return? If you field that onside kick, you start with great field position here just at the 48-yard line of the Rams. 8:06 remaining in the ball game.
So John Carroll comes out with 2 backs in the backfield. They go with the run, and they run it over to the left side, and short gain on the play, a gain of about 2 yards or 1.5 yards. It'll be 2nd down for John Carroll as their fans have come alive here on the home side. And Coach, you've said it many times, the clock's running right now, and that's, if you're a Rams fan, that's exactly what you want to see.
That may be the 12th man right now for the Rams that we need. Strong running there by 32, Chris Valley. A short gain, but has that clock running.
And they come out, they go with the run left side. Cuts it up, good, effective, strong running. And we do have penalty flags on the play.
It'll be about 3rd and 5.
Edwin Thomas with the carry for the Rams. That penalty may be a holding penalty against the Rams. It's held in that area.
And you are right. A holding penalty on the play, so it'll be 10 yards on that, but they'll replay the 2nd down and see.
Holding offense, 10-yard penalty.
The critical part about that is it's a spot foul, so that's a big loss for the Rams after a nice game from Edwin Thomas.
What side is the safety on?
So after the penalty, quarterback comes in the shotgun, has 2 wide receivers to the top, and they go with the screen.
What a tackle by number 10.
And another tackle in the backfield. Loss of 2 more yards on the play.
Guys, I think you heard the word.
And that screen pass is complete to number 81, Anthony Rahal. The Rams here looking for a big play with 3rd and about 21 to go.
6:43 left here in the fourth quarter. A nail biter here so far about midway through the fourth quarter. Quarterback again in shotgun. They go with the run. And the Eagles defense have come alive here.
Nice tackle by the Eagles.
And it'll bring up 4th down, and John Carroll is going to be forced to punt. And for the first time, and we haven't seen this since the first quarter, we saw John Carroll going in the right direction, and the penalty hurt him there. Loss of yards on that holding penalty.
Big penalty, yes. And you can feel the momentum shifting a bit to the Eagles side, so let's see if Tyler Lee can get a good punt off here for the Rams as the clock rolls at 6 minutes to go in the game.
Good punt. And he's out of bounds. A decent return there. The Eagles will have good field position.
To the Eagles.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line here. So if you are the Rams of John Carroll, you got to get a stop here. A stop here on this drive goes a long, long way.
Certainly. There's a good tackle there to force him out of bounds on what looked like could be a decent return for the Eagles. So this is a very important stand for the defense here.
1st down, 5:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Quarterback goes back in the shotgun. They fake the run to the right side. He bootlegs out to the left, double clutches, has a receiver wide open, and he catches it. How does he get so wide open? And Coach, he waited to the last second to deliver that ball, and he delivered one right on the money.
And he paid for it a little bit. A good hit by the Rams, but that doesn't matter. His receiver was wide open and a huge gain. And the officials will take a timeout here for a water break. Maybe a good chance here for the Rams to catch their breath and maybe regroup.
So just like that, momentum well on the side of Pope John Paul II. A long pass play. The receiver gets wide open in the middle of the field. And with 5:33, as you said, that 12th man, you're just, please go down, go down, go down. Keep ticking. We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Archive footage available to this broadcast and many other broadcasts by going to fhsaasports.com/John Carroll. You can also access Rams TV from our homepage. That's www.johncarrollhigh.com. And out of the water break timeout, Pope John Paul II goes with the run. Right side has some blockers. The running back cuts it up again. And just like that, the Eagles of Pope John Paul II have another touchdown. And the announcer, along with the fans, have sort of come alive here. And it's 40-44. And that lost opportunity at the beginning of the fourth quarter has now come back to haunt you.
Now remember,
definitely, it's so far been a
we used the big word. What is it?
14-point swing just from that fumble alone, whereas we could have put a touchdown there and had a much bigger lead.
The extra point attempt is up and good. 41-44. And it's a 3-point lead. Just like that with 5:26 left here in the fourth quarter. What a swing in momentum we've seen. Almost the identical swing that John Carroll saw a little while ago when they sort of take the lead. So just in a matter of minutes, it's the Eagles who've just come alive here.
Yes, and John Carroll answered when they did this in the first half, so let's see now if the Rams can bounce back despite the 2 quick scores from the Eagles and see if we can put together our own offensive drive to kind of slow this momentum down.
So John Carroll coming out in sort of a anticipating the onside kick. They'll back it off. The smart move from here for the Eagles is just to kick this one off and let your defense take the field as they've been playing well. Good kickoff, and that one will sail into the end zone, and the Rams of John Carroll High School in another important drive will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Coach, this drive, as the drive at the beginning of the half, going to be really, really key in the outcome of this football game.
Certainly. We said the clock was our friend, but we can't play to lose. We need to play to win here and put together a drive that makes a statement that we're in control and we can run the ball, we can throw the ball, more importantly, get some of those first downs and maybe get the score.
Quarterback in the shotgun. They hand the ball off right side. They run it. It'll be a gain of about.
Good job, defense. Good job, defense. Team tackle.
Gain of about 1.5 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Rams on their own 21-yard line.
We'll go ahead and call 5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. As the Rams look to the sideline for their play, they'll have 2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide receivers at the bottom of your screen. Quarterback takes the snap, they hand it off right up the middle, and it's going to be hard running, but gang tackled again by the Eagles. Another short gain. We'll say a gain of about 3 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 or 3rd down and about 6 for John Carroll.
This is a critical play here for the Rams. 1st down here allows your clock to run, gives you some confidence offensively. So a critical play call here for the Golden Rams as we face a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Play comes in from the sideline. Quarterback with 1 back in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback drops back for a pass, and the pass goes over his head. And it looks like maybe some miscommunication there from the wide receiver as that ball was headed towards the sideline, and he sort of came in on that slant that they found some success on. And now you're forced to punt, and you're going to have to play big defense here.
Yeah, and more importantly, too, that incomplete pass stops the clock. So kind of an unofficial timeout there for the Eagles. And now we're in a punt position here. Evan Percoco in to punt for the Rams.
So going to need a big punt here. Going to have good coverage. The deep back is standing right on the 50-yard line. He's going to field this one in the air. Has some blockers. He breaks a tackle.
Oh, blocking the ball.
Shakes one more. And he cuts up. And they're going to call him just short. And wow, 3:40 left here, 4th quarter.
Yeah, big return there for the Eagles.
Just an unfortunate series of events. If you're John Carroll, as the Eagles are in position to retake the lead late in this football game as they go with the run right side. And a big hit there. The ball comes loose, but they're going to call him down on the ground.
The 1-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 1 for your Eagles.
So a good hold there on 1st down. Essentially 3 more downs to go here. Clock is running, 3:32 left. They'll break the huddle. A wide receiver goes wide to the top of your screen. 2 backs in the backfield. They hand it off to him, and he's going to fall backwards. And they call him shy again, so the clock's still running about 3 minutes now.
It'll be 3rd and short, just short of the goal line.
2:54 here.
Looks like it's at the half-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and a half a yard for a touchdown.
So here we go, 3rd down again from the goal line. Quarterback has 1 back in the backfield. They go with the run right side, and he gets in that time. And the Eagles of Pope John Paul II regain the lead with 2:31 left here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time for John Carroll to go to work, but unfortunate to see the Eagles get in the end zone.
Certainly is, but the Rams still have an opportunity here with 2.5 to go to get the ball back.
In the game, it will be our defense to play the game.
Needing a score to take the lead again, but plenty of time here. The Rams have scored in 20 seconds tonight in less than a minute, so definitely not all is lost here for the Rams just yet.
So penalty flags on the play, and it'll be a false start on the offense.
False start against the Eagles, 5-yard penalty.
And it looks like their smart move going for a 2 again here. Actually, they're going to kick it. Misspoke there. They'll try the extra point attempt again. And it's blocked. A key block there on the extra point. You just got to get in the end zone now.
You got to get in the end zone, but that missed extra point is critical because it's only a 3-point lead. So a field goal would, in fact, tie this ball game.
So the defense coming up big again, making this a 3-point game and just sort of adding more to the storyline. As John Carroll only down by 3 points. You need a nice drive here. You need a consistent drive. A field goal doesn't hurt you here. Sort of, you just got to get in the end zone here.
Let's see here with Pierce Haller and Edwin Thomas back to receive this kickoff for the Rams. We've had some decent returns tonight, so this is an opportune time for the Rams to get that return.
All right, folks, if you're logged on right now, go ahead and call and text your other Rams fans. We've got a barn burner here, 47-44. Your Golden Rams down by just 3 with 2:30 left here in the 4th quarter. This one's going to come down to the wire as the Rams go back on offense. Here comes the kickoff, and this one again looks like it'll sail into the end zone. And John Carroll will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
For at least the 3rd time tonight.
So, Coach, again, not much to say about this one. You got to make something happen here.
Absolutely. Rams don't need to hold their head down. Just pick it up here, and you win this offensive series and you score and run the clock out, you win the ball game. So.
So 2 wide receivers split left and right, 1 back in the backfield. Here come your Golden Rams to start this last drive. Quarterback drops back. Intercepted, Coach. He has blockers ahead of him, right side. And, Coach, with an interception that late, might be tough to come back from. Touchdown, Eagles, 2 minutes and 21 seconds left here. Touchdown, Pope John Paul II.
A tough break there for the Rams. Looked like he might have the receiver going down the sideline, but the defender steps in there and intercepts Jordan Watkins there. Wide open field, and so he was able to run it back for the score.
Wow. And the extra point attempt is up and good with 2:21 left here in the fourth quarter. It's the Eagles of Pope John Paul II with the 10-point lead, 54-44, Coach. And as you start to look back, you hate to harp on it, but that fumble at your goal line hurts a lot right now.
That fumble right there leads to 28 unanswered points by the Golden Rams. We were fortunate to get that play called back, but unfortunately we couldn't hold on to the defensive stand, and now it seems the Eagles have all the momentum and really a 10-point lead. The Rams need 2 scores to even be in this game, so 2:21 is not impossible. Need a good return here or a quick offensive drive and strike for the Rams to get back in this ball game.
And outside of that first quarter, we haven't seen a lot of mistakes at all. And you can really only look to a couple of mishaps. And as you said, just like that, 28 unanswered points.
That ball barely goes into the end zone for the automatic touchback. Very close opportunity.
Start off at their own 20. Now, fans, our defense has stepped up. Now it's time for you to step up. Can you stand up and step up?
So the Rams will take over first and 10 ball at the 20-yard line with 2:21. Again, the Rams have scored in 20 seconds in one play after the kickoff, so let's see what we have here in response to that last interception return for a touchdown.
Quarterback comes out, they run the ball, left side, has a hole there. Decent gain on first down. As the clock runs, we'll call it a gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up second down.
And I referred to that clock as our 12th man, but now it's definitely not our friend. With the clock running, 10-point lead for the Eagles.
Quarterback drops back, shakes the defender, just dumps it off right underneath. He cuts up, met there by the defense.
30, Blake Rayner.
And positive gain on the play. We'll give him about 2.5 on the play. Third down and a long 3 for John Carroll.
No, that was a misstatement by the PA announcer.
First down, my apologies.
The gain was good enough for first down for the Rams, just over the 30-yard line.
1:33 left here. Quarterback again in shotgun. Quarterback looks right side. Has a receiver wide open behind the defense. The ball kind of hung up there a little bit, but he caught it. And the next important thing is that he got out of bounds, so the clock will stop. So good play there. You'd hope that he'd get them the ball a little sooner. Hung up in the air a little bit, had to wait on it. But first down for John Carroll.
Wasn't the prettiest of passes, but nevertheless a complete pass from Jordan Watkins to Jeremy Moret. A long gain for the Rams now in Eagles territory. 1:17 remaining. Clock stopped because he did get out of bounds.
Quarterback rolls, has some heat, and he fumbles the ball on the play. And that's unfortunate as he gets hit and knocked down from his blind side.
Yeah, he's rolling out, looking out here to make a play, not sensing that pressure from the backside, and takes a rough hit there and coughs up the ball, and the Eagles take over.
1:11 left here in the fourth quarter. 44-54, Eagles have the lead over your Rams of John Carroll.
fans, when you go home tonight, we want you to get a good night's rest. So let's stand up for the last minute and 11 seconds and cheer our fans, our players on.
Eagles break the huddle. They go with the run right side. Good tackle in the backfield. It'll be a loss of about a yard on the play. It'll bring up second down.
Matt Celedonia there with the tackle for the Rams.
For your Eagles with 1 minute left.
Rams looking a little dejected, but at least not giving up on the play there. As the clock runs, it appears this game will be in the books for the Eagles. A few costly turnovers here in the second half. We're going to cost John Carroll this game, but really, when you look at the scoreboard and see 98 points, an incredible effort by both teams.
And we spoke about it in the pregame. We knew this one would be a tough matchup and to go back and forth. But it's the Eagles of Pope John Paul II, who, as you just said, got the timely turnovers. And as the clock sort of rolls down to double zeros, it'll be the Eagles of Pope John II who get the victory over your Rams of John Carroll, 54-44. Hang with us. We'll wrap up in our post-game show in just a few.
Played your hearts out. Great job to both teams.
Richard Thomas back here on Rams TV with Principal Ben Hopper and Coach. An exciting game turns into a heartbreaker for John Carroll.
Definitely a heartbreaker for these kids who poured their heart and soul into this game. You know, never really gave up. Unfortunately, had a couple tough breaks here in the second half.
October 5th,
and
which is
you know,
to
put 44 points on the board, you would be pretty confident as a coach that should be enough. But you have to take your hat off to the Pope John Paul Eagles, who just did not give up in this game, despite being down at one point by 18 points. You know, they turn around and go 28 unanswered and finish the game off against the Rams here tonight.
So a tough loss for your Rams of John Carroll. They make this trip over to the Boca Raton and get off to a slow start, but they fire away in the second quarter, even the start of the third, and even the start of the fourth quarter. They were still had a comfortable lead there, but it's the Eagles who close strong. We do thank you for logging on and watching Rams TV, the live streaming program of John Carroll High School in Fort Pierce, Florida. Archive footage available by going to FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. Again, that's FHSAAsports.com/John Carroll. You can watch archive footage of this broadcast and many other broadcasts all season long. If you'd like to purchase a DVD copy of this broadcast, be sure to email RamsTV at JohnCarrollHigh.com. Again, that's RamsTV at JohnCarrollHigh.com. You can get your DVD in the mail. Be sure to visit us on our website. That's JohnCarrollHigh.com. Again, your Rams of John Carroll High School getting the loss to the Eagles of Pope John Paul II. For my partner, Principal Ben Hopper, we're going to sign off on this edition of Rams TV. Thanks for logging on. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good evening.